to the channel, everybody. If you are new here, I'm Brenda and I like to film vlogs about lifestyle. So if you're into that kind of thing, please support the channel by clicking subscribe. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, and share. So welcome to like the tail end of Vlogmas. I just cannot believe how quickly Vlogmas flew by, like literally. Like I didn't even get to do a lot of the things from my bucket list, but here we are. One of them is to bake, and I want to make Christmas cookies, and I pulled out some of my favorite cookbooks that I have. As you can see, I have a bunch of tabs on them because this is the cookbook that taught me how to basically cook and cook plant-based. This is the book. Big shout out to She Glows. I really love her recipes. I love this book. I have both of her best-selling books. I don't know if she has a new one, but if she does, I need it, but I don't have it. But nonetheless, I am going to bake one of my family's favorite cookie recipes from this book. It's called the Triple Almond Raspberry Cookies, and this is how they look like, and they're so delicious. My family loves these cookies. They're healthy, they're gluten-free, they're soy-free, they're oil-free, and they taste good. So I'm really excited to make these. I bought all of the ingredients at Sprouts, and I'm just happy to report back that they had everything that I needed there. So I'm gonna start off with making those. Meanwhile, in the background, I have a yam boiling because I also want to make these sweet potato sugar cookies. Let me get that book. So Sweet Potato Soul is actually also one of the other blogs that I first searched when blogs were starting to become a thing back in like 16 or 15 was when I really started to Google food recipes and teach myself how to follow recipes. And that's how I taught myself how to cook, like literally everything that I know now. I thank She Glows, the blogger, and Sweet Potato Soul. Sweet Potato Soul's recipes are so delicious. It says here, fancy up your Christmas cookie tray with these buttery sugar cookies made with mashed sweet potato. And since I've been obsessed with sweet potato lately, I'm pretty sure these cookies are going to be bomb. Now the ink's gonna be fine, so I'm excited to do that and cut them out into Christmassy shapes and decorate them. I'm really excited to do that. And yeah, so I also wanted to bake regular sugar cookies. Like, they're not sugar cookies, I think they're shortbread cookies. Yeah, there you go. I wanted to bake regular shortbread cookies, but I think it's gonna be a long haul. I'm gonna see how I feel after I bake these two. And if I feel like I have energy to bake the shortbread cookies by Live Bee, then I will. So apparently with this first step of the triple almond thumbprint cookies, I have to put this in a food processor. I used to have a legit food processor, don't have one anymore. So my next food processor is my Vitamix. I really hope this works because otherwise, you know, it says to just combine the ingredients in the food processor. Almond butter is so yummy and creamy. So we're gonna do half cup of that and what it says. So I did a double batch of this because I felt like the first one was just a little bit. So I'm just dumping in the second batch in here, so that I could start rolling them into dough balls before I coat them with the shredded coconut. And I like to get this organic reduced fat shredded coconut from Sprouts. So I'm just gonna dump in a little bit in here, maybe like this much. And then I'm going to roll the dough into little balls. Parchment paper. All right, so let me do this. I remember you have to roll them up in little balls like this. And then you just kind of dunk them in here. Let me back you guys up a little bit. You just dunk them in here like this. And then you just place it in on the baking sheet like this. And I just hope that this dough is evenly incorporated here. I'm just gonna try and mix it in with my hands. Two cookie trays because I believe I still have to spread them out, so I have to at least place them 2 inches apart on the baking sheet and then press down with my thumb. So let me see, was that 2 inches? Yeah, this is good. This one is good to go, but these cookies might not fit unless I squeeze them in here. I don't think I want to though. Should I? You know what, maybe I'll transfer these guys right here just so that everything can spread out nicely. I just love this brand of the strawberry jam. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Moment of truth. I remember one of the first times that I baked these in front of my family. My sister was amazed. She's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm pressing the cookies with my thumb. And she's like, is that why they're called thumbprint cookies? Yeah, that's why they're called thumbprint cookies. That's exactly why they're called thumbprint cookies. I think you could use a spoon actually, but I think this just makes it more fun and just more of a personal touch here. So then now I'm gonna add some jam in the middle, like this. And the oven is already ready. I said these are gonna be quick, these are gonna be easy. And I've already been doing this for almost an hour. And I still have to clean up. So I already told my family I was gonna make cookies, so I've gotta come through with them. Some of the jam overflowed because I overdid it, but that's fine. But these are how the cookies turned out. They look super homemade and super amateur. They look delicious as well. So I'm going to allow these to cool off on the cookie sheet for 5 to 10 minutes as the book says, and then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to place them for the time being. But some of them are a little cracked. I read back in the recipe book and it actually says to, when I had rolled out the dough, if I'd seen this, I was supposed to fix it with my hands, but I didn't. In mind, I haven't baked this recipe in years, probably more than 3 years I haven't made this recipe. So for me coming back at it and then not having the food processor that I used to have, I think they came out okay. I'm curious to see how they taste like because I don't have the almond extract. I had to use vanilla extract, so I'm wondering if that's going to take a flavor punch turn. I'm not sure. But yeah, these are the thumbprint cookies. These are done. And now I'm going to move on with my sweet potato sugar cookies. My yam is all ready to go. So let's get started with the next batch of cookies. I usually always use Earth Balance vegan butter for baking. So there's that. Beat together the vegan butter and sugars, plural. So 1/4 cup of brown and then 1/4 cup of 1/4 cup of The next recipe that I'm going to be baking is the vegan whipped shortbread cookies by Liv B. I really love this recipe. As you can tell, I've used this time and time again. And usually around the Christmas time, I just like to sprinkle Christmas sprinkles on top of them to make them look a little bit more festive. But these are really easy to make, so I'm going to quickly bake those while the sugar cookie dough is firming up in the fridge. So let's... I've made these. I think this is, was this a consistency that I'm looking for? Yeah, this is a consistency I'm looking for. Because then if I over mix it, it's gonna be a little too mixed. So I think this is what I'm looking for. Let me see. Is it rollable? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I think this is good right now. So these are gonna bake in there for, it says here, for about 12 to 14 minutes. Right here, fresh out of the oven. Situation with these cookies, I was supposed to be able to cut out 16, but only this amount I was able to cut out because I really wanted the cookie to be thicker. So that's what I'm working with. This is all that's left of the scraps. So you time to put these in the oven. Christmas cookies. Gingerbread sugar cookie cutout, and I think they look pretty interesting. They are pretty thick how I wanted them. So the recipe yielded 16, but I wanted my cookies to be like this thick. So I don't know what happened, what I did wrong. Sugar cookies are like always difficult to make. And I want to taste one to see how they taste, but there's only 10 on here. So I did make the frosting though from Minimalist Baker, the vanilla buttercream, and I'm gonna be frosting those cookies probably tomorrow because it's already late, but I'm gonna transfer them to the cooling rack now. The cookies are all done. It was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it. We do have awesome Christmas cookies for tomorrow. And yeah, and I just couldn't help myself. So I know I said that there's 10 gingerbread cookies, but I just wanted to get one of the cutouts that look kind of funky, and I want to try them because this recipe I've never made before. This is my first time making these. So I went ahead and put the frosting, so it's already melting off since the cookie's hot. And okay, the cookie broke. That's not good. I like them. I have a late reaction because I was trying to see if I could taste the sweet potato that we added in there. And we can't, but we can taste it after. And maybe it's because I know that I put sweet potato in it. But yeah, they do taste more on the healthier side of sugar cookies. But with that being said, I think that is a good thing, because it's easy to indulge in the wrong sugars in the holidays. So Christmas Eve is almost upon us. So if y'all watch this video on Christmas Eve, happy Merry Christmas Eve. And thanks so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like it, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye.